Hi, and welcome to the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Shelley Whitehead. Thank you so much for joining us right here on Charter Channel 181, where you can see us 6 days a week. And the great thing is if for some reason you're out enjoying turkey or something like that and you don't get a chance to catch up with us on the cable, you can always find us on the internet. We are on YouTube as well as Facebook. And then Leanne also does have her own website. It is thethirdhandvideo.com. Go there, you can check out the Owatonna Today Show tab, and you can see what's going on, catch up with what's going on in your community. Like today's show, we're going to be talking with some teachers who've been around the Owatonna area for quite a while, and we want to say thank you to them. Also going to catch up with the Mayor Tom Kuntz and find out what's going on in the Owatonna area, so make sure you stick around for that. But we're always looking for new ideas, something else we want to get on the air. Maybe you've got an event coming up that you'd like to share with us and your community. All you need to do is let us know at owatonnatoday@charter.net. You can also call Leanne Alt at 390-5751. And she'll be glad to get you on the air, and we'll find out what's going on with you. So we'll be right back. Stay with us, and we'll see you soon.
I'm Dan Branstead of Carlson Branstead & Company, Certified Public Accountants. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Greetings, I'm Laura Ressler, Director of the Steele County Historical Society, and I welcome you to our History Center. We invite you to join in all our activities, events, where we honor the past and look towards the future.
It's Leanne on the go for the Owatonna Today Show, and I am here this evening at the Owatonna History Center because the Owatonna Education Association is having their fall banquet where they are honoring their 25-year and 30-year teachers. And I am here today with several of them, and who am I speaking with right now?
Hi, my name is Roseanne Fukushima.
Okay, Roseanne, and you have taught the full 25 years here at the Owatonna School District?
Yes, I have.
Okay, and what do you teach?
I teach first grade at Lincoln Elementary School.
Okay, have you always taught first grade?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Wow, and you haven't burned out?
This is true.
That's great. Well, we thank you so much for your years of service to the children of Owatonna. What are some of the highlights that you can relate to us about your teaching career?
Highlights, I really have enjoyed all the friendships that I've made with my colleagues, with a lot of the families, the students. Yeah, that's an extra bonus with the teaching.
Okay, all right. Any particular funny moments or awkward moments come to mind? I mean, there has to be after teaching first graders for so many years.
Well, I'm going to give a little speech tonight, and I think when you are a first grade teacher, you have like the art link letter type of thing. Kids will say the darndest things. I think that if you're familiar with the Amelia Bedelia books, yeah, that's my world.
That's
pretty much in
your
first
world.
grade, right.
Okay, all right. Why did you decide you wanted to be a first grade teacher?
I really like where I can build upon their prior knowledge, and the children are coming with pretty much the basic, the smallest task analysis that you can get, and so it's just really great fun to see all the growth in first grade.
Okay, that's wonderful. Well, thank you so much. I'll let you pass the microphone on to Dennis here. Hello, Dennis.
Hi there.
All right, 25 years. Has it all been at the Owatonna School District?
It has. I've been at the
Okay.
high school the entire 25 years.
Okay, and what subjects do you teach?
I teach general biology and also a human disease class.
Ooh, human disease. That sounds kind of interesting. What do you cover in that class?
We talk about parasites and bacteria and viruses and basically all things that can make you very sick and possibly even kill you.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so why did you decide to become a teacher, and why biology and why high school?
That's a good question. My dad was a liaison officer in Superior, and he always worked around teachers, and he encouraged me to go into teaching, and he was a biology major himself, and he kind of pushed me in that direction. So it was actually my dad.
It was your dad. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And what's the best thing about being a teacher at OHS?
Well, I work with great kids every day and really good faculty. Just really enjoy the high school level, and also I got to coach as well, which was really fun to do.
Okay, and what sport did you coach?
I used to coach hockey here in town.
Okay, that's right. That's right. For how many years?
Well, it's 10 years.
Wow, okay. That's quite a commitment to be teaching full-time, and then also hockey takes up a lot of time during the hockey season. So, well, congratulations to you. We applaud you for teaching the students of Owatonna for 25 years. That's wonderful. How many more years do you think you'll continue on?
Well, probably not another 25.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks, Dennis. And I'll let you pass that off to someone who is familiar to just about everybody here in Owatonna. Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Leanne. How are you?
Just fine, just fine. And I do have to, this is just kind of an aside personal note. I had Jeff's father when I was in high school.
Sweet. That's awesome.
So that's
yeah, he was a
pretty
great teacher and a great guy.
He was. So tell us how you decided to become a teacher.
Well, you know, I went for an undergrad biology degree, not really knowing exactly what I wanted to do, and there was a possibility of med school or physical therapy school or athletic training, and you know, I kind of looked at what my dad did as a teacher. You know, he was at Owatonna Marion for a number of years, and then went on to Rochester John Marshall, and I thought, you know, he's popular with kids, he does a good job with it, his lifestyle is awesome, and I think I kind of want to do that. And so it was probably his inspiration more than anything, just looking at how he got to live his life, the kind of people he got to run around with, just what his everyday, existence looked like, and I thought, that's something I want to do, and it turned out to be a good decision.
Okay, well, great, and thank you so much for being here for 25 years. You are also the head football coach.
That I am.
For OHS, and how many years have you been the coach?
This was my 19th season as head football coach.
Wow.
So yeah, I coached for Jerry Peterson for 7 years as one of his assistants.
Okay.
And then got the job in '96 as the head football coach. So yeah, this is my 19th year. It's crazy. It goes fast.
It really does, and I can tell from your gray hair that.
Yes, and I've earned every last one of them too. You bet.
What do you think is the best reward for being a teacher?
You know, I enjoy teaching biology. I enjoy trying to get kids excited about something that I've always been excited about. And so having that switch go on and having the kids say, this is what I want to do. I want to go to college for this. I want a career in this. That's, very satisfying. I love when graduation time comes and you get the graduation party invitations and you get to go see those seniors as they're getting ready to go off into the world and kind of see what it's all about. And that's very gratifying too. And, one of the benefits of being a high school teacher that sometimes I think the elementary teachers get shortchanged on is the high school kids remember you and know you, and they always say great things on their way out. And sometimes I think they might forget, how much of an impact their fourth grade teacher had on them. And if there's one thing that, I wish high school kids would do a little bit better job of, is making sure that they go back in and thank, the elementary teachers that they had, because we get plenty of thank yous and all that because we're right there, with them in that moment. So, that'd be kind of a neat deal is when graduation time comes around.
And education is a cumulative thing.
It is a cumulative thing, and we all,
kindergarten all the way up.
We don't know where we learned all the stuff we learned, and it wasn't necessarily from the last person that we had in the last class that we took. It really is a building process, and we have a great K through 12 or E through 12 education system here, and it really does a great job of preparing kids for their futures, and everybody has a stake in that.
Right, exactly. Well, thank you so much again for your 25 years of service to the students of Owatonna.
Thanks, Leanne.
And we'll bring on the next 25-year honoree. And we have...
My name is Martha Bloomenrader.
Hi, Martha. And tell us what you have taught here in Owatonna.
I taught 5th grade for 14 years at Washington Elementary, and then this is my 11th year at Wilson in 5th grade as well, along with some athletic coaching.
Okay, and what coaching have you done?
I was the high school head swim coach for 17 years.
Oh my gosh, wow, okay, so you've really kind of done a double duty, and you've seen the kids in 5th grade, and then I suppose over the years that you have been coached, then the ones you've taught in 5th grade, you have had some of them as your swimmers.
That has happened many times, and it's very gratifying. I have to say, being an elementary teacher and then also high school coach, I do get to see the best of both worlds, and so both things I've been very, very passionate about for all my years.
Okay, how did you get started in being a teacher?
you know what, my father was a principal and my mom was a teacher, and so growing up in a household of educators, it's kind of what you learn to love. And so to be honest with you, I never thought about being anything else. It was always in the plan to just be a teacher.
Oh, that's wonderful. And with your mother and your father, I'm sure you had some very good role models.
You bet.
Yeah.
And also the time that I got to spend with them in the vacations that they had in the summers was very valuable. So I appreciate that part of it.
Wonderful. What's the best thing about being a fifth grade teacher here in Owatonna?
You know, fifth grade, they are sponges. They're starting to become a little bit worldly. So you can talk to them about current events, and yet they absorb everything that you give them academically. And so the sky's the limit. I love the sociability of them. I love the academic rigor that I can expose them to as well. And so it's just a cool age. I can't imagine teaching anything but.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your years of service to the students of Owatonna. And we're going to pause for a moment and come back with the Friend of Education. And we are back again with the Friend of Education this year, and actually it looks like we have 6 Friends of Education. We're with Sue Schrader, and Sue, please tell us what organization you are representing.
We are representing the Cultural Diversity Network of Owatonna, specifically CulturFest.
Okay.
So standing alongside of me are the members of the CulturFest committee.
Okay, and introduce them, please.
Sure. Rod Baker. Rod is in charge of our grounds and staging and our food court. Mike Jensen is responsible for our advertising and marketing. Linda Breyer takes care of our volunteers. Marlis Mahler works with our artists and our demonstrators.
Oh,
and Kelly DeBrun is with our Children's Passport program.
Okay, so were you surprised when you were named Friend of Education this year?
I was surprised and really delighted. It's so awesome that the OEA looked at what we are doing at CulturFest and respected the educational component, not only in the performers that come to the event and the booths and the activities, but also the ability that we have to bring together people of all ages to get to know their neighbors and get to learn a little bit about cultural diversity. All in the same day.
Exactly. Well, congratulations. It's quite an honor, and thank you so much for being on the Owatonna Today Show, and hope you have a great time at the banquet tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Tom Sager, the Director of Finance and Operations at the Owatonna Public Schools. Your gifts to the United Way are working hard to help people become self-sufficient. For example, our Boots to Work program, which was a partnership with the Salvation Army, Owatonna Shoe, and local staffing agencies, put over 100 unemployed people to work this year by providing them with new quality steel-toe boots they couldn't afford. Help us create a community built on opportunity by giving generously to this year's United Way campaign. Thank you.
Carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless gas produced by gas-fired appliances in your home. The state of Minnesota requires that you have a carbon monoxide alarm within 10 feet of sleeping areas in your home. We suggest you have a digital readout carbon monoxide alarm. That way we were able to check and see what the concentration amount was when the alarm went off. This has been a public safety tip from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Hi, I'm Glenn Mager.
And I'm Tim Thomas of the Brick Mager Funeral Home, and we're proud to serve the Medford and Owatonna areas with cremation and traditional funeral services.
And we're proud to be a part of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, this is Barry Gillespie, president of ERA Gillespie Real Estate, where our pledge is to save you money, save you time, and simplify your life. And we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hello, I'm David Einhaus with the Owatonna Foundation. Thank you to all of our donors who have helped make Owatonna a better place to live. Will you join us today with a financial gift? Owatonna Foundation is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
And we're back with the Owatonna Today Show. In studio, I have with me the famous mayor of Owatonna, Tom Kuntz.
It is a pleasure to be here this snowy morning.
What a weird morning. Yesterday, this weekend was ridiculously gorgeous. And then this morning, we wake up to, ugh.
I know it. But maybe we had a winter warming section on Saturday and Sunday, and now we're back into reality.
Well, it's kind of made some problems a little bit because it's a little bit icy out there.
It is a little bit icy out there, and with that weather, it always is a reminder of our winter parking ordinance. And as you go to bed on an evening, always look forward and say if the next day is going to be an even number day, that's the side of the street you have to park on.
So that's how you remember it is today even, then that's where I need to be, uneven.
Yep. You look forward. The day after, the next day, before midnight, you got to look after midnight, and what day is after midnight.
Yeah.
And that's the side you have to park on.
Okay.
If it's even day, you got to park on the even side. If it's an odd day, you got to park on the odd side.
I think it makes sense, but why don't you explain why we have that ordinance here in Owatonna?
There's a couple different ways cities do that. A lot of them will put together an ordinance that says, if you have a heavy snow, they'll call an ordinance and put it into place there. The Owatonna City Council and recommendations of our street department and have taken a look at both of them, and years ago passed the one that says we'll put it in place in November and ended in March or whatever it is, that date's end. And so we don't have to worry about calling that winter ordinance, and it's in effect all the time. The only problem that we really have is when we get visitors coming to town. And if they miss the signs, or if they're staying at somebody's family house and the family forgets to tell them that it's the winter ordinance. I've had that happen with my kids even coming to town. So that's the only problem when you get visitors. Otherwise, everybody gets kind of used to it as it goes on.
It's something you think about during this time of year. It's like, okay, which side of the street can we park on?
Exactly.
And then you don't have to worry, is it snowing or not? You just do it.
You just do it automatically. And the council's looked at it several times and have decided this is still the best way to do it, and haven't changed it in the last few years.
What happens if you don't move your car?
You'll just get a ticket. You'll wake up in the morning and you'll get a ticket. The police department has been very good for the first couple weeks of the ordinance, giving you warning tickets just to bring everybody up to date so they get familiar with it.
Yeah.
But after that, you'll get a ticket and you have to pay the ticket fine. So.
And part of that's just to help with road cleaning when we do get the snow.
Very, very much so. If you're a snowplow driver and you got to go around every car that's on the street, you haven't accomplished a lot.
Well, and then on top of that, those poor cars are now completely, so it's really doing yourself a favor at this point. So. And then what about sidewalks? If you are a homeowner?
If you are a homeowner, you are responsible for cleaning your sidewalk. And that is, a little bit of difficulty when you get some senior citizens that have a house out there and everything. And my heart goes out for them, but they're still responsible for cleaning their sidewalks and stuff. If there is a lot of snow and sidewalks haven't been cleaned, the city will send out a letter or have somebody stop and say you need to clean it. And if they don't get cleaned, I think that there may be a ticket involved with that too. So.
And so it's again a community service, making sure that people can get around, whether even safety vehicles, people who are law enforcement or even ambulance, we need to make sure that those things are clear. Do you have to, what about if there is a hydrant on your corner? Do you need to be aware of those kind of things too?
There is little flags that are on the hydrants now, so they can be marked, and they're hoping that all the homeowners right around that hydrant, somebody will take the initiative to keep it clean. I know in ours, John Connor is very good. It's on his property. He's very good at when he blows his driveway, he'll come out and blow a little path to the hydrant too. So we encourage everybody to do that.
Yeah, make sure that, again, that it's accessed, because it could be your home.
Could be your home, and if there's a fire there and they can't find the hydrant because it's covered up with snow, that's just that much more damage that's going to happen to the home.
We haven't had a lot of snow yet, but these are things that we need to think of as we move forward.
Thank goodness we're not Buffalo.
Right? Yeah. I don't know if we probably say that all the time, I'm sure, but especially this time
thank goodness
of
we're
season,
not Buffalo, so yes.
Well, what else is going on in the city of Owatonna?
Well, I think the most fun thing I've had happen in the last week is that we have been working very, very hard with the St. Paul Saints baseball team. And a representative from them came down last Friday And St. Paul Saints like to go to a community to play a preseason game. And they have selected Owatonna with the St. Paul Saints. And on May 16th of 2015, St. Paul Saints will play a game at Darts Park.
Oh, nice.
And so it is our responsibility to do the promotions and work through it. And we just found out on Friday, so there'll be some stuff coming in out after the holidays. And what we will be trying to do is put together a Southern Minnesota all-star team in order to play against them.
Nice. So you even have to provide the opposing team.
Yeah, we have to provide the opposing team. At this stage of the game, they've played, every year they play one game someplace. And so the opposing team has not been able to beat the St. Paul Saints yet.
That's
So
a challenge.
we have got a challenge in front of us to find some great pitchers and some great hitters.
It's the Saints, they are not a minor league team. They are a different division.
Just a different division, and they will bring the bells and whistles with them. You know,
All
if
the
you
fun
went to
stuff.
the St. Paul Saints games, the pig and everything else that runs around. So
The hot tub, are they bringing the hot tub down?
Leanne wants to know if they're bringing the hot tub.
if we request it, they will bring it. So
I don't know about this hot tub. What is this hot tub thing?
So
We'll have to look into that.
it'll be fun.
Good.
It'll be fun.
Good.
Some of the other things that have happened at the city council meeting is the city and the county worked together very, very hard on the Four Seasons. For 10 years, the Four Seasons was paying off a bond. And so several years ago, the city, Owatonna Public Utilities, put in place contributed services for the Four Seasons to help them with their financial situation and to help pay off the bond. Because the city does get to use the Four Seasons building a lot. And so the bond has been paid off, and so they have to figure out how to best put those contributed services in place if they still even want to keep them. And so they will be taken to the city council meeting, the first meeting in December, a contract which has some language in place that allows the city to use that and has some places that we can have different events happening at that. And we will cap the contributed services at $100,000.
Okay.
And so that just helps them stay financially sound.
And know what to expect and the what income to expect, that kind of thing.
Yep, exactly. So that's one of the things that we will see in next council meeting. One of the ones before that is that we have a new apartment complex that's going to be built, and I always call it the old Ritter stand out there. It's out on Havana Road, out in that direction, and there's a 24-unit apartment building that's going to be built in that area. There have some people that attended the meeting that had some discussions about the water, the storm water that runs off. The storm water from the south side of town's got to come down by the railroad tracks, then go underneath the railroad tracks in order to go to Maple Creek in that direction. And if it gets heavy rains, it kind of backs up on the other side of 218. So one of the things that we need to take a hard look at is that water and those drainage issues. So, but that should be constructed starting this next year, which is good to see. So.
And again, what's important for people as they listen to what you're talking about today is that the meetings that we have are all community meetings.
And exactly, that is, we encourage, if you have really a concern or a complaint, get a hold of your city council member. We got 5 council members that represent each ward in our city of Owatonna, and we got 2 council members at large that represent the whole city. And so if you have a concern or whatever, talk to one of those, or call the mayor, talk to the mayor too.
Who's that, the mayor?
The mayor, yeah.
I've heard about that guy.
Yeah,
I
heard
don't know
about that guy.
him.
So, and they will bring your concerns to the city council and try and resolve them. And those are public meetings. We encourage people to attend them. We encourage people to give us their ideas. And we always meet the first and the third Tuesday of every month at 7 p.m.
When we were talking that, we were talking a little bit about that one of those at-large council members who are now coming on board. Tell us a little bit about why we're not waiting until the end of the year.
Yeah, and our city attorney looked at it, and the city council, when Raymond Schulson passed away, did some interviews and put Bill Thompson on as our city council member as a replacement for Raymond Schulson. And we thought it was going to be till the end of the year. But he looked at the charter, and the charter and the regulations explained that After the general election, there's a 21-day waiting period. After that 21-day waiting period takes place, the new member gets put into office. So Jeff Okenberg will be a new at-large city council member that replaces Raymond. He was fortunate to win the election, and he will take his seat in the first meeting in December.
Good, so you can come and meet him at that meeting.
You can come and meet him at that meeting, very much so, yes.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Yeah,
It's a
and
pleasure to see
one
you.
other quick comment. We did talk about the sand at Morehouse Park, the dam, and there is no solution to that at this stage of the game. We will continue to look at trying to see about getting it removed, but it's an ongoing process.
Okay, good. Thank you. If you have questions, of course, you can call the mayor.
Call the mayor, call the city
That
council
mayor
members.
guy.
Yep, you bet.
All right. Thanks so much. We'll be right back. Please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Amy Martinez.
And I'm Adam Martinez, owners of Snap Fitness in Owatonna.
Snap Fitness is a fast, convenient, and affordable fitness center, and we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Everyone deserves opportunities to have a good life, a quality education that leads to a stable job, enough income to support a family through retirement, and good health. But the reality is, many children fall behind, many families are struggling, and many others are in poor health. United Way's goal is to find long-term solutions. Thanks to a grant from the Otto Bremer Foundation, we're hosting community conversations this year to address these issues. If you'd like to join us, please call our office.
Hello, I'm Sean McNulty.
And I'm Deb Gillard with Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House, and Clarebridge of Owatonna.
And we are a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
It's time for a look at some of your community service announcements. The Iris Turkey Trot, the 5K walk, 5K and 10K run is happening this Thanksgiving morning, November 27th. It's the Gobble, Wobble, and Tot Trot. Say that 5 times fast. It's going to be held regardless of weather conditions, and this is actually to support Iris, so the infants remembered in silence. So this is a great opportunity to support that. Check-in is on November 26th at 4. Early check-in is the day before from 4 to 6:30, and you can check in that morning at 7 a.m. If you want more information, you can register at www.irisremembers.org. The Steele County Toys for Tots program is kicking off its annual toy drive. Volunteers will be delivering the bins. You can put in new unwrapped toys. You can place in those boxes now through Tuesday, December 16th, and they will be distributed the December 18th through 20th. So make sure you get out there and give a little to help a child have a fantastic Christmas. I want to remind you this Black Friday blowout and breakfast buffet at Brook Tree Golf Course. All pro items will be on sale, as well as a delicious breakfast buffet for $5. It starts this Friday from 6 a.m. to noon. If you want more information, 444-2467 is the number you're going to need to call. And that's it for us today. We'll be back on Wednesday. We're going to be talking again for toys with some people for Toys for Tots, as well as the Salvation Army bell ringing campaign. So we'll see you then. Have a great day.